Hello and welcome to ghostgalknitspodcas. I'm Ghost, also known as Sarah. Today we got episode 21. I've got a few things to show, some finished objects, finally. And if anyone's wondering, it's like 8:30 at night because I've been hooked on puzzle games again. So I was doing puzzle games all day. I did pick up new ones that were free to play. From one of my favorite series, Lost Lands, but I'm not going to get into too much detail. But they are just microtransaction galore. I got a funny feeling even with the free game, it would still be microtransaction galore. So, enough of the game blabbiness, and let's get on with it. So you're going to notice some already tell back there that some stuff has been finished. Some new things have been casted on. We'll get going on those in a moment. So the cotton yarn from the last podcast, it was my thumbnail if no one saw it, is all ball wound. Yes, not my best ball winding. I think this was one of those, I just wanted to get it done and didn't really care how it came out. But I find it works a lot nicer, so might be doing some more hockey puck style instead of tennis ball. Hey, good reference. Anyways, so that's going. The dishcloth. This is the dishcloth. It's going as well. It is going. So that's going. And also, if you have not checked out the last yarn haul, please do. That one was big. I had a lot of stuff and a lot of fun. That one, I think I spent about 3 weeks all in all deciding what I was going to be putting in my cart, what I was going to be buying. So yeah, that happened. So we're going to start off with finished objects because I only have two. Well, one's 100% finished. The other, it's getting there. So first finished object is the scarf. You guys have seen this scarf on the loom for a couple of months. This was a lot of yarn. And it did end up being 2 different colors. I'm fine with that. If I had realized it was going to be 2 different colors, I would not have bought the yarn. But since it was clearance, it was kind of, what's in the bin's in the bin. So, that, and then, that can hang out up there. And then I've got the 2 panels of the pet blanket done. These I will get sewn up for Easter so they can go home with my brother and his girlfriend. And they will be gone. And if you guys are wondering where you've seen this before, Christmas. I had made another one for my cat. And she loves it. She's going to hate me, though, when I put it through the laundry because it is covered in cat fur. Because someone's shedding. And you may or may not hear she does have a bell collar on right now. But I got a feeling she's upstairs more interested in curtains right now because Mom washed the curtains upstairs. I should have put mine in with them, but I did not due to the fact that she didn't say she was doing curtains. Is it on me? Nope. So, those are my finished objects. Okay. Just get that out of the way. So now let's move on to new projects and works in progress. Most of my works in progress are the same. I'm still working through my bin of yarn right here. I do have a new box of yarn. Again, if you haven't watched the last yarn haul, please go watch it. It was fun. So on that last yarn haul, I actually took the box upstairs after and showed Mom what I got, and she suggested that I put some of the, I got a bunny box. It only said 2-ply. It didn't say anything about baby and Afghan and all that. It just spring colors 2-ply. So I just took that upstairs, showed her, and she suggests one thing I know I'm going to be making a shawl with. I have the hooks needed for those size yarns. I knew eventually I'd be working with smaller size yarns. I just didn't know how soon. But hey. So first thing on the new projects slash it's almost done is this stripe. Yeah, is the stripe scarf I'm working on. So yeah, that is a beautiful gradient right there. I don't care what anyone says, that's beautiful. But this is a really nice gradient, which I'm just noticing because the camera's showing it. So this is Red Heart Stripes. This is in Parrot, as you can guess. And as you can probably also guess, it doesn't like to stay too straight. So I'm not going to fiddle and fudge with it too badly right now in the final. So this is actually almost done. I kind of, for like 2 days I went straight on this without much stopping. So yeah, that's how that's going. Don't ask me what happened right here in this section, why it's turning and flipping like that. I don't know. I might have to take a cool iron to it once I get it finished to keep it doing what it's supposed to. But who knows. So this is, I do have another stripe in here that's called newspaper. And if you're wondering, yeah, this is totally going to Mom. Because my mom would wear colors like this. She would. And then the newspaper is probably going to my brother's girlfriend if I don't keep it for myself. And this is what the rest of the ball looks like. As you can tell, I think there was 200, it was 200 and something yards, which I didn't buy 2 of each because I didn't need almost 500 yards since I knew I was going to be doing them on small scarf. So yeah. Next on the new project list is another blanket because I love doing panel blankets. And also, if you're not following the live stream, links down in the description. It's the mixer.com/ghostgal. If you have a Microsoft account, you can log in. Just log into the site using that. It might ask you to make a username. It might not, depending. So this is how that's going. And this is going to be from my mom. I have, after this ball, I got 3 more. So I got a little bit of work still ahead. And then just, and then most of the other stuff I have not really been working on just due to the fact that So my bed blanket, the granny stripe, is on hold till further notice. Just I'm burnt out on it right now. There's only so much pink you can crochet before you get burnt out, believe me. So that, I was planning on doing that this year, but now it's not really. I think I'm going to take apart my S-loom blanket because I have a broken peg. Yes, I had another. It's on this one, the shaft is fine. It's the little ball on top that popped off. I mean, I could get like some clay or something and fix it. But as I've learned with trying to repair, sorry, itchy eye. Okay, but as I learned with trying to repair, let's see. Oh, and the name of on the card for this yarn, the name of that one is Salmon Sand Variegated. This is roughly how it would look if I was doing that pattern, which actually bubbles. It says easy. You'd be amazed how many times I've seen them say easy or beginner and been like, are you kidding me? I can't read this pattern for one. 9 times out of 10, I see lots of like projects like, ooh, I want to do that. I want to make that. But then I go read the pattern and it's like, what? Wait, what? Huh? Okay, this one's not happening. This is not. And like, yeah, this pattern is not written for beginners. Nope. Let's see, what we got here? Approximately 55 by 65, so about a throw, looks like. 6 balls. Yikes, that's a lot of yarn. And if you're wondering, there's 220 yards in a ball. One single crochet, second chain from the hook, double crochet. Let's see. So it looks like it's single crochet, double crochet, chain 1, single crochet. Huh. Yeah. I mean, it looks amazing, but definitely not on the list of I'm going to make, just because 6 balls of Bernette blanket yarn. So for that, I'm looking at roughly $60 worth of yarn just to make that. Those I got on a really good deal. I got them like 75% off or something like that. I got them for $4 something a ball because it was the end of the contest. I don't do the stitch and win per se, just because. So this year's stitch and win looks like was Paris, London, Switzerland. Yeah, I just don't do the stitch and win because I know they say 1 in every 5 balls is a winner, but by the time the yarn drops to a price that I feel comfortable paying, it's already over. It's really just not worth it for me. Ooh, excuse me. So, back to why I'm ripping apart. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked there. So back to why I'm ripping apart my S-loom blanket. Right. What I was looking for. Yes, here it is. Note to self, learn to dig stuff out. So, as I found out with this, yes, this is my broken loom. Hey, I can still use it. I got a perfectly good side, which actually is what I want, so. Okay. There we go. So, as I found out with this one, as you can guess, it didn't want. I super glued it. It just didn't want to glue back together, so I'm going to be using this for yarns where, like this. I'm actually going to. It's given a lot of shrinkage, but that's fine. So, yeah. Well, I can tell you one thing while I'm reviewing. I'm probably going to be working on this and trying to get this gigantic knot undone from when the first, because this loom actually broke with this yarn on it. But by doing it in a single row, like this, don't mind YouTube's being a pain. So, and yeah, so Google notifications, pay no mind to them. They're just being a pain this particular night. Me, because I play games all day, and it's mad because I didn't pay attention to them, to the notifications, or whatever. I don't know. All I know is it's just being annoying. Just, you're going to be hearing it. Sorry. So, back to, so with the caron cakes, so each of these had about, I want to say 80 yards or so. Yep. Notifications. I don't play League of Legends, so why are you suggesting it? Anyways, so each of these skeins had about 80 yards taken out for hats for Mom. I'm just now making matching scarves because I always, like I said, don't mind the notifications. I've muted most of them. I muted Discord because as we know from past from past podcasts, those are rapid sometimes. So back to, so these are just going to be the matching, I'm making matching scarves for Mom. I do need to take a yarn needle and attach a pom-pom I made her at some point in time. So yeah, that's happening. And based on my nose is clogged, I say crazy weather again. Yeah, New England's in a crazy weather pattern right now. And my head and sinuses are not liking it. So, that's on, I've been leaving it in the bin. The bin is getting emptier. Don't mind the Sally doll and other stuff. But the bin is getting emptier. I am working on things. So, I don't have too much yarn left in here. I think most of the yarn I have in there now is, I know I have 2 more of these in here. I have another, it is getting empty. It's getting emptier. Most of the yarns I had in there were hat yarns. I know I have more of the Simply Soft in 2 different shades of purple because Mom wanted it had in 2 different shades of purple. Even though when I bought the yarn, she knew I need 2 strands of worsted weight, because that's usually what I use. Again, I'm going into new territory soon, probably later on this summer, because I got projects galore right now. I've got everything on all my looms, minus my other set, because when you say pain in the butt. So, yeah. But on almost every loom, I have something. So, they're going. Things are going along, so. But I'm gonna say, okay, I'm just gonna do a quick rundown of what's been, so hasn't been worked on. Hats are still on the giveaways. Those are tomorrow. Those are on Thursdays, sometimes Tuesdays. I actually didn't stream yesterday because, again, I've been hooked on puzzle games. So, I was playing those all day yesterday. I was playing puzzle games a little bit today. Not too bad. I think the one with the microtransactions just killed my spirit for puzzle games because I couldn't skip past puzzles, and it was one of those puzzles where you had to move a block, but then you had to be careful not to get other block. Then once you got caught back into one block, you couldn't move that way. Yep, that happened. Anyways, so that was not on my fun list whatsoever. Store update. So, as you can probably guess, I have not updated the store due to the fact that, in case you're living under a rock, there's a bit of a nasty virus going around, and I kind of prefer not to get it, so with that nasty virus going around, I'm kind of just only going out when I really need to, like to do my paper route or go to the store, because we're out of milk. That happens a lot. So I'm kind of just not really going out a whole lot, so I haven't updated the store. Also, I have to get some more tags as well as some envelopes, some smaller envelopes, like think brown small envelopes that your report card used to get sent home in. And you would totally look at it before your parents wouldn't try and fix any grades. I never had that issue until high school. But then they just mailed them out. And then I would get in trouble. So, but I think that's about it for today's podcast. So I will see you again in 2 weeks. I am preferring Wednesdays. Wednesdays are definitely officially now my upload days. It's just I can get some work done on projects if I don't get dragged off into video game land, or if I don't watch TV shows. Anyways, if my mind doesn't go off into other areas. So, until next time, happy knitting, happy crochet, happy crafts.